I've spent a great deal of time writing, collecting, and editing interview questions for the last 15 years. While I'm proud of the questions that I've written and collected, there's no way that I can predict the questions that you will be asked for your interview. With that in mind, I encourage you to explore a better resource than I can provide. Although I will provide you with a list of principal and assistant principal questions in the supporting materials. The internet is full of great interview questions specific to the title for which you're applying. I suggest starting your searches generally and then getting more specific. As an example, if searching for elementary principal interview questions, I suggest you search in a manner similar to this. Elementary principal interview questions. Elementary principal interview questions, staff support. Elementary principal interview questions, leadership style. Elementary principal interview questions, discipline. Elementary principal questions, PBIS. Elementary principal interview questions, MTSS. Elementary principal interview questions, data. Elementary principal interview questions, budget. Elementary principal interview questions, language arts. Elementary principal interview questions, special education, and so on. You cannot prepare for every particular interview question, but you'll notice that themes emerge. I'll identify some of the themes you can expect for principal or assistant principal interview questions. I'll also provide a question I believe falls into each category. So introductory questions and questions about you. An example would be, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're the right person for this position. Student success questions. Please share a time when you helped a student through a challenging situation. Staff support questions. How will you monitor staff members' performance while also supporting them? Community building questions. Please share examples of how you build a positive school culture. Parent questions. How would you prepare for and approach a meeting with a parent whose child is struggling behaviorally? Behavior-related questions. What do you believe is the role of the principal or assistant principal in helping teachers to improve their classroom management? Questions about conflict. Tell me about a time when you received a complaint from a teacher from a student. How did you address it? And if you do not have this experience, how would you address it? Communications questions. Please share an example of the tools you have used to communicate with parents and community members about your work, your students' work, and/or your school. Other questions, and these are often technical or specific to the school or district. Have you managed a budget? If you have, please describe those experiences. If not, how will you approach this? There's also humility or reflection questions. Please tell us about a time when you tried something and it did not go well. What happened and what did you learn from it? As shared above, I've generated a couple of lists of questions for you that are included in the supporting documents. I hope they're helpful to you. When preparing to answer your questions, think of the stories that you want to tell. Think of a time when your work with a child really changed their trajectory. Turn that into a story that you can fit into a student success question. Think about a time when you tried something and it was not successful. What did you learn from it? How has it made you a better leader? Think about an interaction that you had with a parent. Maybe it didn't start well, but it ended up in a great place with you working together to help the student find their greatest success. Then start working these stories into your answers. Just like the internet can be a great source for questions, it can also be a great place to find the threads that may help you find your answer. If you're stumped and not sure of the answer to one of the sample questions you come across, you can use the internet to help you find an answer, or you can reach out to your network. Yes, one more time, reach out to your network.